Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Ride the Eagle. And this is a film written and starring Jake Johnson, along co-written and directed by Trent O'Donnell, who the only thing I really recognize is he's done some work on the new Saved by the Bell, but also did something called The Moody's. Not very familiar with it, but I know who Jake Johnson is, and he brings that very distinctive voice and the rest of him into this comedy, drama. It's exactly what you would call a dramedy. It's about this man who's been estranged from his mother. His name is Leif, her name is Honey, but she passes away. But there's a contingency on her will. He has to go out to her cabin and follow all these instructional videos filmed by her and do all these things to earn that cabin and the rest of what she has, which apparently is also a metric ton of weed. Like, one of the funniest things is when he goes in that house for the first time, that cabin, opens every cabinet in the kitchen. Weed. 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 Everywhere. She was, like, his mother, played by Susan Sarandon, who we only see through these videos, who is a fun time in the movie. In these videos, she, like, was in a cult and then off the grid, and, you know, you have Leif here, who's a musician, he's a percussionist. He's maybe on a shaky ground with his band, and he's pushed by his mother to do all these different things. Like, he has to go out and kill a fish with his bare hands and drop, like, a rock on it and stuff like that. He has to reconnect with his ex, played by Carden, who's great in the film as well. They have some great chemistry, especially for never actually, like, being on screen together. It's all through phone calls and their attempts at phone sex, which is really awkward and funny. And they just have great chemistry. And Jake Johnson does a great job in this film of balancing that those emotional beats, but also being genuine and sincere in portraying his grief, his processing of not having this relationship with his mother, but also being snarky and having comments all along, which is always fun. And you have this story. There's not much to the narrative necessarily. It's just him working through all these videos and processing his grief. And yeah, there's like some things, like there's a guy in a yellow, like, rain jacket that keeps harassing him. He yelled at him on the phone. I'm not going to say who it is, but you could definitely tell who it is from the phone call, because this person has such a distinct voice. But when he finally comes face to face with this person, there's some great acting here, and because this person is an amazing actor. But there's some great moments there, but the reveal of what's really going on there isn't really that surprising. It's really easily picked up on, but there's not a whole lot of, like, shocking revelations to this. It's all about this man, played by Johnson, really just processing through things. It has its fun moments, it has its emotional moments, and all of them work really effectively. And O'Donnell, I think, has a well-done, well-structured pace to this film, and, you know, we brisk through this hour and 28 minutes pretty fast and enjoy the interactions with all the actors, which the cast is really great. There's 4 main, like, leads and supporting actors in this film, and they're all doing great work. And they really work well together, and there's very memorable moments in this film. I enjoyed this quite a bit, and I think the themes of processing grief and loss and the things that you lost out on even before somebody might have passed away, they're all real and poignant in this film, and I enjoyed how they handled them. And yeah, it's pretty funny. I enjoyed it. And by the end of this film, I saw this was a really nice indie film that really did a lot of things well. And I had a nice time, even if it didn't really surprise me a whole lot. It was just an enjoyable ride, and I'm glad that I went on it with Jake Johnson's character, Leif, and everybody else involved. But those are my thoughts on Ride the Eagle. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your